Okay, welcome back. Now we are getting into the radical self-love meditation. And this meditation is called the meditation to tranquilize the mind. It sounds kind of tranquilize, we think about safari animals getting tranquilized, or large beasts or that sort of thing, with a tranquilizer gun or something. That's not actually the connotation. The Buddha actually taught this mudra, which is a hand pose. He taught this mudra to his students as a way to help them to quiet the mind. We have this monkey mind, chitta, the constant inner critic, the thing that just won't be quiet, that keeps us from really experiencing who we are and our authentic selves. And this practice is about really helping us connect to our authentic selves. And so that's why it's a radical self-love practice. I had a very profound experience with this the first time that I did this 40-day challenge, and really connected deeply with that higher being within me, that eternal light within me. It was really very beautiful. And I came to learn of another way of doing that with Jean Houston in a course that she taught, that is she calls it connecting with our entelechy, or it's that higher self, or our, it may be also referred to as our guardian angel or our inner light. It's a very beautiful, very beautiful, invigorating connection when we connect with our higher selves. And so when we get out of our own way and we're able to quiet the mind using this mudra, we can really start to tap into our inner radiance. And so that is my goal for you, in helping you to show up brighter and ready to take on all the challenges of the world in this planet in transition. We're just it's an incredible time to be alive, and that's one of my mantras. And so I'm just really grateful that you are taking the time to fill up your cup and to be able to show up to do the deep work that you're doing. And I hope that you will share that work with us in the group as well, and share what's coming up for you. So this practice, it's fascinating because it's the mudra, this hand position makes a heart. I don't know if you can see that. It makes a heart. So that's kind of the nice thing about this self-love practice here. And you hold it at your heart center. And what this does is to help focus your mind in your heart center and help to turn off that inner critic. But at the same time that we do that, we are also going to be chanting a mantra, or an affirmation, a self-affirmation. So this practice is really about you settling into what it is that you need right now. What is it that you need in order to fill up your cup? Where do you feel you're lacking, or where you feel you're not enough, or where you feel you could do better? And so, there's a few different mantras that that you could think of if you are scared about, like, I don't know what to say, or what should I use, or that sort of thing. Some of the mantras that you might try out to start out with, I am worthy, I am beautiful, I am bountiful, I am blissful, I am divine love, I am divine radiance, I accept and love myself, I am right where I need to be, all that I seek is already within me. So those are just a few ideas to get you going. But really, this practice is about learning how to use your intuition and what your heart is telling you, so that you can start to pay attention to the affirmation or the mantra that wants to be heard, and to recite that. And so within the position, so using your middle fingers, you're going to touch your middle fingers, and you're going to bring your knuckles together in each of the fingertips. They're bent with the knuckles together and the middle finger touching, and the thumb is going to touch. So you have your heart that you can see when you look down. It's going to be out here. And then if you feel like relaxing your arms, you can, or you can have your arms extended, either way, whatever's comfortable for you. You go ahead and close your eyes, get settled, do some deep breathing, figure out what that mantra is going to be, and then you're going to say it to yourself internally. You're going to breathe deeply, and you're going to hold your breath in and say the mantra to yourself in your head or your heart. Say that mantra as many times as you can while you're holding your breath, 2, 3, 5 times, whatever, depending on how long or short it is. And then exhale, and then keep your breath out and say the mantra again the exact number of times if possible. I find it's harder to say it on the holding out breath than it is to say it on the holding in breath. I have more lung capacity on the holding it in breath. So it just, it varies for everyone. But those are the instructions, is to repeat it the same number of times. So, indigenous practices, shamanic practices, yogic practices around breath holding. Very interesting, because the number of seconds that one holds can do different things for the body. So that's just something to be aware of, that the subconscious may be choosing a mantra that is actually tapping into the breath hold that is working for you and what your body needs at that moment. And if you're curious about like breath holds and seconds, we can get into that. I am a mesa carrier as well in one of my indigenous practices, Pachacuti mesa carrier tradition. I learned in that practice that each of those breath holds can do different things for us. So if you're curious about that and you start to notice certain things are working better for you, and you want to know maybe they're doing something for your biology, or your spirit body or whatever, we can explore that if you want. Just ask me in the group. So that practice continues for 11 minutes with the breath holds and repeating the mantra for 11 minutes, eyes closed, hands in the heart mudra, the mudra to please the mind or tranquilize the mind. And then at the end of that practice, go ahead and breathe in deeply, hold for a moment, squeeze the body, and then release